Ophi-who? Welcome to Stargazers. I'm Dean Regas, astronomer from the Cincinnati Observatory.
And I'm James Albury, director of the Kika Silva Pla Planetarium in Gainesville, Florida. At this time last year, Dean and I talked about the 13th constellation of the zodiac.
That's right, James, and the sun spends almost 2 weeks in the constellation during the month of December.
Unfortunately, this constellation was eliminated from the zodiac, and personally, I think it's because it has a funny name.
What are we talking about? Let's show you. There are currently 88 officially recognized constellations in modern astronomy. 12 of these constellations have particular significance because during the course of a year, the sun, moon, and planets appear to drift in an eastward direction across these background stars. The constellations along this path are referred to as the zodiac.
Zodiac, loosely translated, means circle of animals, and the constellations of the zodiac in order are as follows: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpius, Sagittarius, Capricornus, Aquarius, and Pisces.
However, between Scorpius and Sagittarius, there's actually a 13th constellation that the sun passes through on its journey. In reality, the Earth is the one doing the traveling. The sun just appears to move through the constellations as we orbit.
This constellation is Ophi-who, and he is often represented as a man holding a snake. The nearby constellations Serpens Cauda and Serpens Caput. His name is derived from the Greek for serpent bearer.
According to legend, Ophi-who was the son of Apollo and was an expert in the art of medicine. One day, Ophi-who killed a snake. No sooner had he done this, a second snake came along with a medicinal herb in its mouth. The live snake gave the dead snake the herb, restoring the dead snake to life. After seeing this, Ophi-who collected the herb from the snake and from that point was able to restore life to the dead.
Pluto, the god of the netherworld, didn't like the fact that Ophi-who had this ability, and he complained to Jupiter. Jupiter sent his pet eagle Aquila after Ophi-who with a lightning bolt. The lightning bolt struck Ophi-who, killing him. Jupiter, not wanting Ophi-who's knowledge to fade into oblivion, placed the medically gifted serpent bearer among the stars.
Before being brought into the heavens, Ophi-who became good friends with Orion the hunter. Years later, Orion, boasting about what a great hunter he was, decided to prove his ability by killing all the creatures of Earth. Gaia, the goddess of the Earth, sent Scorpius the scorpion to stop him. The resulting sting from the scorpion killed Orion.
Ophi-who, seeing what happened and having the power to restore life, revived Orion and asked Jupiter to place Orion on the opposite side of the sky, away from the scorpion. Ophi-who promised to keep watch over the scorpion so it wouldn't try to escape, and to this day, the star marking the foot of Ophi-who can be seen just above Scorpius. This star is along the path the sun travels during the month of December, thus making him, albeit unofficially, one of the constellations of the zodiac. So, let's check out what's happening next week with the planets.
Okay, we have our sky set up for shortly before sunrise on Saturday, April 6th. If you look to the south, you'll see the giant planet Jupiter among the stars of Ophi-who. Jupiter entered Ophi-who back in December 2018 and will be hanging out with the serpent bearer well into November of this year.
A little further towards the east, in the constellation of Sagittarius, we see the ringed planet Saturn. Saturn has its northern hemisphere tilted toward us right now. So if you have a telescope handy, make sure you check it out. The rings will look exquisite.
Way over towards the east, we have Mercury and Venus in the constellation of Aquarius. Both planets will both be fairly close to the horizon, so you'll have to time your viewing just right. We have good news though. Mercury should stand out since Aquarius doesn't have many bright stars. Plus, Venus is nearby to help you find it.
So there you have it, a little backstory on a constellation with a funny name that doesn't get nearly the attention it should.
Say hi to Ophi-who this week as you keep looking up.